my channel. Today I'm going to have an update on one of my project pens. This is my 1 month one brand, one of the ones I was really excited about. If this is your first time tuning in, this is the one where I pick one makeup brand and pick 5 items or more. Like this month I've decided to pick a few more just to challenge myself. Like I don't have enough project pens going right now. I had to challenge myself a little bit more. But it's fun. Once you get started on project painting, it's very addictive. But for January, I picked CoverGirl, one of my all-time favorite brands, outside of Avon, which my mom sold when I was growing up and a teenager. CoverGirl was my first makeup brand that I ever tried. And one of the things I have in this is a foundation that I've been using this foundation since I was a teenager. So this has been a brand I have loved forever. I know a lot of people are iffy with CoverGirl, but they're kind of getting back in the game. They're getting a lot of good stuff, you know, back in the game now. But I really love CoverGirl, so that's why I picked that for my first month. And I'm sorry if you hear my heater. We have central air and heat kicking on and off. It's really cold here. It's been cold here this week, so my heater's probably going to be kicking on and off. So I'm going to try to speak up as best as I can. I'm not feeling very well today, so I'm going to try to get through this as quick as I can, but you know me, I'm yep. But I went ahead, like I said, and picked CoverGirl for my first month, and then I have my other products for what I'm picking for my second, you know, for February. And I kind of started like in the second week of January, kind of. I had started it before, but I started it on the first, but I uploaded it a little bit after the first week of January. So that's why this video is coming at you a little bit later. But I've already started on this stuff. For this month, I'll let you know which one I picked, and I'm also gonna ask y'all what brand y'all would like me to do for March. I'm gonna give you 3 options, and I'm going to let y'all pick what you would like to see me do for March. But let's go ahead and get started. I did really good on my CoverGirl, and I'm sorry, every time I start to film a video, my back starts itching. Okay, I picked 2 foundations. One of them is the one I was talking about. I have been wearing this since I was a teenager, and I'd had 2 bottles of this, and I'd had one that I was almost done with, so that's why I went ahead and picked it. And it's the CoverGirl Clean for Sensitive Skin in 205 Ivory. I know it looks like there's still some in there, but it is, and I cleaned it out as well as I could with my little beauty spatula. This is the one I've been wearing since I was in high school, and I forgot how much I really like this. To me, this is kind of like a BB cream before there were BB creams, because it was really light coverage, but you could build it up to light medium coverage. And when I started wearing this again, my husband really complimented me on my skin with this. He's like, wow, I like that foundation on you. It looks really good. And I'm like, what do you mean? Now my other foundations look horrible? He said, no, that one just really looks really good on your skin. He's like, your skin always looks good, but that one just looks really good. It matches you really well. And he's like, I really like that. And then I'm like, I have fallen back in love with this. So I'm so glad I put this in my project pen. Like I said, it's in number 205 Ivory. They still sell this, and I have another full one, which I've started using again. But I'm probably gonna buy another one, and I have my summer color. Summer color too. Get the number on that one, because I do get a little bit darker, and sometimes I do self tan during the summer. I didn't this past summer, but I really like this, and I finished this on 1:15. So it didn't take me too long to finish this one. Now the next one I picked is the CoverGirl in Olay Simply Ageless, and this is in 205 Ivory. It's the one that has the pump that goes up, and I did finish this, which let me pull this back so you can see. Completely finished it. If anything comes out, I mean, it's just a little bitty speck right there. But I mean, this was a little bit kind of too dark for me, so I did have to bronze up a little bit, but it has a little bit of a scent to it. It's not too strong, but it does have kind of a not perfumey, but a little bit perfumey, if you know what I mean, but it's not too bad. And I really did like this one. This was more of a medium coverage, and I would mix in one of my facial oils, like my Tarte Maracuja or my Rada Beauty jojoba oil, to make this, I love mixing in oils with my foundations because it makes your foundation, you know, look just smoother. And if you have dry skin, it's a great trick. But this one I finished actually I just finished this one yesterday. I was trying to get 3 pumps out of it and only got 2, so I had to mix in another foundation. But I would buy this again, but it's like $13. It's like $12.95 at Walmart. It's not one of my favorites. I do like it, and I would repurchase it, but it's not one of my favorites. I would buy this one in a heartbeat over that one, but it was really good. You know, it had the added benefit of the olive oil or whatever. I guess that's what's in it. So it was, you could tell it had the white from the olive oil and then the foundation in it. It was really good, and it was real moisturizing. Okay, and let's see. The next thing that I finished, and I just finished this on the 2nd, and this is the Perfect Point Plus eye pencil in 212 Chestnut. There's just a little bitty nubber right there. I can't get any more to come up, and excuse the scratch on my hand. If you don't know, I have cats, and when you're playing with them, they like to scratch you. But I really, really, really loved this. I may buy another one because I really did like this color. There's barely any. I mean, it's like down to the point where it was scratching my eye, so I stopped using that on the 2nd, and then it had the smudger on the end. But I would line my lower lash line and like put, you know, other, you know, eyeshadow on top of it. But I really enjoyed using this. And the next thing that I had was my Lip Perfection lip pencil in 235 Splendid. I do have this on underneath the lipstick I have on today. Now, I didn't finish this. This is what it looks like. Loved this. It's a great formula. It doesn't tug at my lips at all. It's real creamy, and this is a great color. I mean, I really love this color. It's great year-round, and it went with most, y'all know I love this color of lipstick mainly. It went great with all my lipsticks, and here is my mark. This is the mark for my lip liner right here, and let me see if I can get this. I did pretty decent, because I used this little sucker a lot. Is that straight against it? There we go. I did really, really, really good. I mean, I used quite a bit. Sorry, I kind of blocked my face out there, working with the light I have. Y'all know I don't have great lighting. And the last thing I picked was the lipstick in number 400 Temptress. Now this I had to stop using because I remember I decluttered a few, like 3 or 4 of my CoverGirl lipsticks because they started getting that Crayola crayon smell, and it means they're going bad. When I first put this in, it really didn't have that scent, but I noticed the more I used it, it was getting that scent. It's got it, so I'm going to have to declutter this. It's going to go on my empties after I get done here. I love this color, though. If they still have this, I am going to buy another one. Like, I need more lipstick. This is a great pinky coral color. Isn't that gorgeous? It is such a pretty color. But this is how much I used of it. Let's see if I can get it. I mean, I used a little bit before I had to stop using it before that smell was getting to me. I can't stand that smell. Like I said before, if I want to smell crayons, Crayola crayons, I'll get my crayons out and smell them. I can't handle that. I can handle just about any other scent underneath my nose, but that smell, I just don't like it that much. But that is CoverGirl, my January pick a brand. And I did really good. I finished 3 things, and one I had to declutter, and the other one I did pretty good on. Now, for February, I picked Wet n Wild. And the reason I picked Wet n Wild is I have some things I'm pretty far along on. Let me go ahead and get started and tell you what I put in. The first thing I put in, and please excuse that it's taped up, is the Reserve Your Cabana bronzer, but it's not really a bronzer. And that's how much I have left. I would really like to finish this. I use this on my neck. mainly, and a little bit on my face sometimes. And I also will use it to set my primer, my eyeshadow primer sometimes. But I'd really like to finish this if I can. I'm going to try to. So that's the first thing. That's the main reason I picked that one, because I'm almost done. The second thing is the mattifying, Take on the Day mattifying powder. This is what I use to set my under eyes. On this one, of course, I'd like to finish it, but I would at least like to get halfway done on this. You see, I got quite a bit of pen, and it's pretty thin up here. I would like to get halfway done on this. If I finish it, that's great. Now, the next thing is the Wet n Wild Mattifying Fingernail Polish Top Coat. I got a project perfume and polish, and I got a shiny top coat, but I've actually been using my mattifying one more, and this one is starting to get a little iffy, so I want to go ahead and try to finish this up. So we got that in there, and I put in a mascara. This is the Mega Protein Mascara. That's the only mascara I got on today, and it's really good. Please excuse my red eye. My allergies are bothering me, and this one I rubbed a lot last night, so it's really red. It's got a regular old brush on it, and I mean just regular old brush, and this is nearing the 3-month mark, so I should be finished by the end of the month with this. If not, I'm going to go ahead and toss it anyway. But I really like this mascara. This is a great first coat mascara, or by itself, but I use it a lot as a first coat, because it's supposed to really help nourish your lashes too. So we got that in there. Now, this is the Wet n Wild Coverall Color Correcting Palette. In this one, I just want to try and finish my green, because y'all know I do have rosacea, and I do use a combination between these two. This is supposed to be a highlighter, and the purple is supposed to, if you have a dull complexion, help with that. But I would really like to try to finish the green. You see I have a little bit of pan showing there, but it's pretty wore down all around, and my rosacea has been acting up a lot lately, and I've been having to use this a lot. So I'd like to try to finish this this month. If I do, great. If I don't, I'd like to get a decent dent in it. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 already. This is number 5 right here. This is my favorite trio. Pretty much my favorite eyeshadows from Wet n Wild. This is the I'm Getting Sunburned. Love this. This is what I got on my eyes today. And you can see I've already got pan in the gold color. I would like to expand the pan to halfway on the gold, and I'd like to try to hit pan in this. I know I'm not on the middle color, because that's such a dark color. I mainly use that to deepen up my crease, or to line my lower lash line. But I really just want to get halfway done with the gold, and then try to hit a little bit of pan there. But I absolutely adore the gold. It's so pigmented, and it's so pretty. And the pink, oh my gosh, the pink is so pretty. I've put the pink over lipstick before. It's so, so pretty. And I hit pan on this sucker quick when I first got it. I debated forever on getting this, and I'm so glad I finally got it. I absolutely love this trio. And I really don't ever bring in other eyeshadows with this, except for maybe to set my primer, and that's it. And the last thing, y'all know I just got this, and I think it looks good. It just doesn't last well on my skin. But this is what I have on today, and I mixed it with something else. This is the Wet n Wild Ultimate Match SPF 15 Liquid Foundation. It's pretty much full. It's about right here. I mixed it today with my Neutrogena Visibly Even BB Cream. This is in Fair to Light, and I mixed these today, and I got a compliment on my skin today when I went grocery shopping. She thought my skin looked really good. I was like, oh, thank you. So it looked better mixed with this, and it's lasting a lot better mixed with the Neutrogena BB Cream, because when I wore it before, it only lasted maybe 4 or 5 hours before it started wearing down here. I mean, it wore down pretty quick, and it claims to be up to medium coverage on the website, but it's only about light medium coverage. But it's a great color match on me, and it's pretty on. It really is pretty on. It just didn't last that long, and I got a hair or something. But I want to finish this. I really do. Because, I mean, it's not, I think it looks like I'm about right there. Because it's really pretty on, so I don't have any other foundations in any other of my project pans. Oh God, I can't speak English. So I'm going to try to finish this month. And if you hear snoring in the background, one of my cats is over there sleeping and he's snoring. But that is my project pan, pick a brand. What I picked for February. And gosh, I got something on my eyelash. Get off! And like I said, I was going to do 5, but I was so far on some of these, I want to go ahead and try to get finished with them. And I just want to, since I'm not a big fan of this, because it doesn't last that long, I want to go ahead and try to finish that too. But that is for February. Now for March, the 3 I'm going to have you all pick from is going to be e.l.f., LA Colors, or NYC. Any of those 3. Put down below which one you would like to see me pick 5, up to 5 for March to see if I can pan them or finish them. And just leave that in a comment down below. But this is the foundation I have on today. The concealer I have on is my Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer, and this is the one in Fair Light Neutral. And oh my God, it's my eye. And I have on my Maybelline Master Blush Color and Highlight Kit. I have on a mixture of the 2 pinks, the plum and the pink, and my highlight is the highlighter in here. Y'all know I'm loving this. And for contour, I am using my LA Colors contour kit, and I'm using this up here as my bronzer and a little bit for my contour. And you'll know this is also in my Should It Stay or Should It Go. So I am testing, still testing this out. But this is working really good. And I did put a little bit of this in my crease on my eyeshadow. But that's the bronzer I got on today. And my lip color is the Splendid Lip Liner with this Wet n Wild lipstick. This is 527B. This is fuchsia with blue pearl is what it's called. Creative name, isn't it? But that's swatch of that by itself. And on top of that, I have on my Ulta Butter Bomb Lip Gloss in Belle. Real pretty. See if I can get this to swatch. Not really, but that's what it looks like right there. Smells good too. But that's what's on my face today, and that is what I'm painting. So if y'all have any questions or comments, leave them down below or email me, and vote for which brand you'd like me to do for March. I want to thank y'all for all your support and encouragement, and I'm going to be doing my other project pan updates. I just wanted to do a really quick one for my pick a brand, 1 month, 1 brand. And if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, stick around for a while, and hit that like button if you want. And I will talk to y'all later.